Hello everyone. Welcome back to another cast of the Rise of the Witch King patch 2.2 version 7. I am your broadcaster Phaeron as always, and today's matchup is going to be a 1 versus 1 on the map Fords of Isen, a map we have not seen in quite a while as we've been doing basically nothing but Stonewind Valley. Kind of missed it a little bit actually. So spawning in up in the northwest spot is going to be DJPremier as the light blue Isengard, and his opponent to the southeast is going to be Dark or Solas as the dark blue Elves. So kind of a rematch of that first cast I ever did where you had Solas versus DJ. Solas and DJ did switch sides of the river here, and it looks like DJ is going to be going for that Warg Pack start over there, throwing up his Warg Pit. Gonna go for I think a Warg Pack there. They are very fast and able to easily harass there. Solas going to be going for an Elven Barrack start. It looks like he did get that up, so he's going to be going, I think, a basic start. Didn't go for any sort of greedy start or fast racks. It could potentially see some other builds coming out of this, depending on what his first unit is there. And his first unit, it looks like it is going to be Lorien Warrior, so he could potentially go for the fast Lancers, actually. Or the Elven Barrack into Lancers. You do have the Warg Packs there are going to come out. Actually, DJ queuing up too. I'm not sure what he's doing there. Just queues up too. He's unable to use those 250 resources there. And actually, a builder from Solas is going to be coming up. Not sure what Solas is doing. He might be trolling a little bit here as he's going to counter DJPremier with those war-chanted wargs. I think he's going to turn around and throw the water. He is. And then I think he's going to lose that builder right there, actually. So Solas kind of swung a little bit, throwing that builder away just so he can water the wargs. Maybe they'll grow faster. You never know. Lorien Warrior is now going to be moving to the southern side of the map. I think they're moving into position to protect that Mallory tree from the Warg Packs. Kind of guessing, hoping that DJ will go for this side of the base here. As to this side, he will have to deal with the barracks over there and will be in range of the fort. And actually, this is a smart move there. He will have those Lorien Warriors well positioned. I think the Warg Packs are going to see them and turn around. Potentially maybe get another builder over here. If they do that, then Solas would have 0 builders in the field. But they're going to try and sneak around and potentially get to this mountain tree. But Solas now putting the pikes over there to protect them. And actually he's a very clever play here. I've never really paid attention actually to this fact there. You just put your units by your Mallory trees, the early ones, to start them off to protect them. And actually look at that. You do see that fast Lancer start. And Solas does have the 2 Lorien Archers now queued up there. And he will have both those Mallory trees protected, and it looks like DJPremier is not really going to be able to engage over here. I think these units are going to be in hold ground, so they won't be walking away from those Mallory trees there. These Lorien Archers could potentially pick off the Warg Packs up in the north here. Looks like an Orc Pit did go up, as he will need to get that Orc Pit up, otherwise his units, his army will collapse without any ability to really stay alive and engage the opponent there. Mallory tree now for Solas, but here comes DJPremier finally finding a Mallory tree he can attack, and Solas will deny him that this experience, those power points, and the damage, and we'll just delete it right there. So DJPremier not really able to do much right now. He just has some pikes in the field, going to be going, I think, to try and creep this troll if he can lure it correctly. I might want to start walking away soon, as actually they're just going to engage at point blank range, maybe potentially taking out just the troll and leaving, or taking out the lair and just leaving the troll. Some crossbows in the field from that Orc Pit for DJPremier. Solas now does have the Lancers in the field, and he's going to go and engage these Warg Packs. They're going to try and take out these Mallory trees. I think they will get the Mallory tree, as they do have the Howl ability cast on them. Maybe get another Mallory tree over there. The Lorien Warriors are now out of position as well, as the Mythlons now moving up to take out this Warg lair in the crook of the river over there. And actually those Orc Pikes are going to be able to take out the troll lair as well as the troll, and could potentially take the in here and get those black orcs coming out. But here comes 2 Lorien Archers as well as some Mythlons to protect them from Solas here, as well as the cavalry to go around and harass. You will have to worry about the Warg Pack stays. We'll be able to chase them down very quickly. Just have some Warg Packs up in the north here for DJPremier. Could potentially sneak in and take out a farm here in the back if Solas is not careful. I think actually he did manage to save that farm there, just barely, is at very low health. DJ will be taking this in there and could potentially get those Black Orcs coming out next. I do not see any queued up yet. We'll be keeping an eye on that, but he will. Solas will be creeping the Warg lair now in the crook of the river on DJPremier side of the river, and now he has the level 2 Warg lair, as you can see there. It does have the Warg riders coming out. He'll be able to trample some of those luring archers. And it looks like DJPremier might be able to push back against this force here. However, we'll have to be a bit worried, as there are 2 Mythlon sentries there. Are going to be warning though, and the Warg Pack's going to try and sneak in here and take out this Mallorn tree, which is very essential to his eco there in the middle of both these units there. However, even though it does have these 2 production buildings inside of it, its radius, it will have gone up before they went up, so it will have the 97%, I believe, that he will have gone for there. And it looks like kind of a stalemate here from DJPremier and Solas, as he's not really able to push here with the Warg Riders, and Solas is not really able to engage with only 1 battalion of Lorien Archers. However, there is going to be some Mythlons going to be taking out this farm over here. Looks like actually the Riven Lancers are going to try and sneak around and take out a farm. I think they did take out the one right over here, but they will take some preliminary damage, lose a few units there. And here comes Solas now pushing down towards the inn over here. I think he's going to realize that it has been taken out. The troll lair has been taken out, as well as the inn has been taken. I think some Black Orcs did come out. Yes, there is, to help reinforce those Urukai with his Uruk Pikemen. Pikemen might want to take out this layer over here, get the extra cash off of it. But I think Solas is going to take that inn over there. Gollum, as you can see right there, is going to be kind of heading toward the troll lair over there, and now the Riven Lancers are going to turn around and engage these Warg Riders. Not going to be able to win, as they are fewer numbers, as well as not buffed like the Warg Riders. Solas not really able to snowball his troops, and actually that is because he is going for the Linden Horse Archers off of the level 2 green pasture. Linden Horse Archer is a very powerful unit. I do believe they outclass their counterparts with the as mounted range units, the Spider Riders and the Rohirrim. They deal significantly high. They are the most superior. I believe they are. I said the most superior. They are the superior cavalry archer unit, and they're going to trample right through all these crossbows who are left behind these pikes, as the pikes focus on the Mallorn tree. The Black Orcs here and the pikes are going to focus on this level 2 Mallorn tree. It just became level 2, but I think it is going to go down over there. Warg Riders now potentially be able to trample through all of these Lorien Warriors, though. Here come the Linden Horse Archers. Haldir now in the field. He is a very safe start as a starting hero. We'll be able to do at level 5 to give that, or level 6 actually, grant that leadership support. Looks like Solas will take the, or technically instead of taking the inn, he will take it out and keep his opponent from being able to produce off of it, but not worry about taking it. So there's powers go. Solas does have that rally call. He has used a bit of a time ago, so it will be almost off a cooldown. 8 power points, halfway to 9, so we could eventually see his 10 power points soon in the next engagement. Has 1,000 resources, 374 out of 375, so he's very much command point capped here. However, DJPremier does have 2 5 power points, has the War Chant as well as the Creebane debuff. He has 3 power points, 623 resources, and 252 or 200 some odd resources out of 550. So he can kind of afford as well as support a larger army. Lurks in the field for DJPremier. Got this farm over here. Potentially could go down here to these Lorien Warriors here. Lurk's kind of out of position. Needs to go back to these pikes over here to protect him. I did see some units being lost in the field for DJPremier a minute ago. I'm not sure where that was though. But DJPremier does have these Warg Riders still in the field. However, he's going to charge very close, almost charged right into the spikes. Barely did not. Builder going to be thrown down. Wallhub going to be thrown down to save the builder of DJPremier. And this Lorien Warrior is going to be rally called and going to work down. As you can see, he did get that rally call. Now level 10 power points for Solas there. And the Lorien Warriors, 2 battalions are going to work down that farm there. A level 3 Lorien Warrior battalion. There is a Creebane debuff though going up on these pikesmen. But Lurk's taking lots of damage from these Linden Horse Archers, and Haldir in the back there up to level 2, almost level 3. He's going to be getting the experience off of them, as heroes do gain the experience of all allied units nearby. DJPremier, I think actually these Lorien Archers are just going to sit here and regen in this. Actually, he's going to start moving them just as I say that. I thought they were going to sit there and protect that in there and keep it. Let him know whenever he intends to rebuild it. Level 2 now for these Linden Horse Archers. They're going to retreat there. Another battalion over there. I think some Mythlon sentries up in the north side of the river there. Going to be taking out the furnace of DJPremier as he has expanded up to that north side. This northern troll lair has not been creeped at all. Would love to see Solas go and take that, he could start spamming, I believe I mentioned hobbits, but actually the in-unit for elves in 2.02 version 7 is going to be the Rohan peasants. Not really a very strong unit, but they are able to be spammed out in cheap numbers and easily get a large army, so a spammable unit for elves is always nice. Powder's still at level 3. I believe he did have to retreat from that battle over there. DJPremier managed to kind of overwhelm him there for a bit as he was overextended. However, the Rivendell Lancers as well as the Linden Horse Archers. Actually, I think it was only the Linden Horse Archers. I keep thinking they're Rivendell Lancers with the banner carrier being a Rivendell Lancer battalion or Rivendell Lancer model. How they're gonna have that gonna be up level 3, gonna be pinned though by Lurtz. Lurtz, however, not really able to engage with all these units here. And actually you can see there is the Enshrouding Mist power there, which do stealth all allied units there, as well as provide a debuff for all enemy units in the area. And does nullify the leadership as well. I did not know that, so that is extremely powerful. If the opponent has leadership, their units will immediately lose that leadership ability in that area. So that's now, I believe, 3 or 4 battalions of Linden Horse Archers on the field for Solas there. He's beginning to snowball them, and he does need a snowball, as all elf builds do rely on that snowball of archers, whatever type they are, to be able to just melt whatever your opponent has there. Here come the Warg Riders in the back, trying to take out these Linden Horse Archers, gonna realize that there's too many there, and needs to retreat there, as they are too busy engaging this Warg, taking it out, and gonna take up a few units, take some preliminary damage there. The Warg Riders are going to be able to escape, but they will have lost a few units and be unable to replace them at the moment because they're not level 2. Lurtz up to level 4, as you can see, did have the cripple ability, almost up to level 5 with that leadership ability. Will be very powerful indeed to get that, as he will have that bonus and that advantage over his opponents with his army there. DJ going for lots of pikes and crosses there. Might want to invest in the Urukai actually, as they are very resilient to all forms of attack. With their shield wall as well as hold ground stance, they can be put war chances as well. They'll be able to withstand most any engagements. Lurtz going to be pinning Haldir there, but I don't think it's really going to be of any use, as Lurtz is taking lots of fire from Haldir as well as these Lorians and the Lindens there. The Linden's going to be charging right into all these pikes. They're not going to take any revenge damage, but they're going to take a lot of stab damage. I'm not sure if that's a technical term there. However, the Lancers are out for more Lancers for Solas. They're going to try and take on this farm. Don't think they're going to actually, with the crossbows there as well as the pikes going to work on them. But there are the Lorian warriors up in the north going to take that out. DJPremier taking a builder over to the north side of the river, going to expand a little bit again, as he did lose those units. And actually, I think he did take the inn up in the north, and he will be able to pump out black units, or black orcs, excuse me. I was getting my words all mixed up there. He's going to begin pumping black orcs out of that inn there. Those Lorian warriors are going to take out that furnace, but begin to engage here. I think they might have been able to outrun all these units. They might have wanted to do so. But actually, the Linden Horse Archer is going to be taking a lot of fire here from Lurtz and the crossbows. All the battalions are still alive, but they are very depleted at the moment. As you can hear, there is a Glorfin on the field. He'll be dismounted as Solas doesn't realize his opponent is going heavy on the pikes. He doesn't want to have his mounted hero just charge in amongst the pikes. However, Sharku for DJPremier is unable to do that, and he will always be mounted no matter what. And kind of going balls deep there, taking a lot of fire from those Linden Horse Archers, and actually they'll be able to outrun him. I think they might have wanted to pursue a little bit there and just finish him off there. But Sharku will get away with very low health. DJPremier could potentially take control of this entire north side of the river, put in a lot of farms right there. However, you do have Solas expanding to the southern side of the river. Some pikes there from DJPremier are going to be working them down, but the Linden Horse Archers are going to come in, start picking them off from afar. And that is the advantage of the Linden Horse Archers, as they are the most powerful horse archer unit, and they are able to trample as well as pick off the pikes from afar. As you can see, they're not doing a high amount of damage right there, but if you do have enough of them there, they will be able to melt the pikes in the opponent's army and just trample with a very massive amount of cavalry. Merkwin's down the field for Solas. He does have a level 2 barracks, as you saw there. Going to have these units actually attack moving. As you can see, the cavalry now moving at the same speed as the infantry, or the archers actually. So when they are moving like that, they have an attack moved. Otherwise, if you were to just right click and have the units move there, they would be all moving at their fastest speed. Sharku now healing up a little bit here, up to level 3, does have that Blood Hunt ability. So if he can get some Warg packs or some Warg Rides with him, he can potentially sneak around and harass all these farms very easily. This inn on the southern side of the river has not been rebuilt for DJPremier. I think he might want to do so and get those black orcs pumping out to help harass on the expansion of Solas here. And DJPremier actually going to be in a very good spot. It looks like he's got a lot more in the way of eco in the field than Solas actually. Solas is being creeped on a little bit, or having his opponent creep in a little bit, taking out his farms that he's expanding with. As you can see there, you do have Solas sitting on 550 as his max command points, whereas DJPremier does have 825. So that's just how large the farm gap is for these two players. A lot of Linden Horse Archers. I think there's going to be 4 here actually, 4 battalions. They're going to pick up these Black Orcs, stop them before they manage to do really any serious damage at all to this level 2 barracks. Might want to actually focus on this level 2 green pasture, as that is the biggest issue. The Linden Horse Archer spam is going to be very dangerous in the future. Linden Horse Archers now going up to the north side of the river. I think he might have had vision or know about these crossbows up here. Actually going to be going to just take the inn, as he does see that the inn has been captured with the Black Orcs coming out. And actually, they're going to start taking it, actually going to not engage, focus on taking these crossbows. The crossbows are going to be trampled, actually, and the Black Orcs now going to come out, probably going to get trampled as well. Solas now going to have to engage DJPremier as he is engaging. There comes the Enshrouding Mist debuff on all of these enemy units. There is, however, the leadership, as you can see, the leadership is still on these units, actually. I'm not sure what's happening there. It might be just a visual effects bug as the units, oh, they have been war chanted, okay. I was mixing up the auras of the units. The smaller aura is the war chant, whereas the ring leader aura is the leadership. So when they both are combined, it creates a kind of a yellow bowl underneath the units there. Glorfindel up to level 3 does have that Blade of Purity here. Does have that Blade of Purity ability. I said here there as I was hearing him say here there. It was kind of funny as I said exactly what Glorfindel was saying. Haldir up to level 5, almost level 6, will get that leadership ability to his all-out units there. The Black Orcs still coming out of that inn actually, as I don't think those Linden Horse Archers were able to actually deal with the crossbows and the Black Orcs. One did have to retreat, and now the Black Orcs will be engaging, pushing through, taking out a Malentry as well as putting the builder in danger. Solas will throw up a wall hug to protect him there. And actually DJPremier now pushing in with a large force there. A lot of Linden Horse Archers abroad might want to pull back the base, take out this large army here. His Lurch is now up to level 5. Does have that leadership ability, as you can see. The cripple has been set to autocast. Might want to find an enemy here and cripple him. Sharku gonna have the Warp Riders, gonna try and engage the Linden Horse Archers. But these Linden Horse Archers might want to, however, lure them back to his army so he can do so, as he will need to have them take damage from the army itself as well as the Warp Riders. Active Starman out in the field for DJPremier. Gonna be level 1, has not seen any action. A lot of pikes here and crossbows, and I think there's gonna be some Black Orcs gonna be spawning in. And actually, here comes the Linden Horse Archers, gonna be trying to engage this force here, take out this inn maybe, or just take it back. However, with all the pikes there, they're gonna have to worry about that. You're gonna start picking them up from afar, but do you think DJPremier might want to turn around here quickly, start engaging? A lot of pikes going down here, needs to not be sitting there and which I think he's trying to protect those crossbows. Actually, I did not think about that. The Linden Horse Archers will be able to trample them, but he does need to get those pikes in close actually. A builder for Solas here might want to retreat as he's a little bit in danger here with Sharku and the Black Orcs now engaging. There is, however, a Malentry going to be going down there, I think, for Solas there. Solas not really able to expand to the southern side of the river, as DJPremier did kind of stunt that, nip it in the bud there. This army from Solas or DJPremier, I don't think there's any upgrades. It did look like there was upgrades on the army, and actually he is going for upgrades. As I say that, there is upgrades of the armory up for DJPremier. Going to be purchasing that Forest Blaze upgrade. Doesn't want to do the additional damage from it. Might want to visit fire arrows for his crossbows so they can take out these Lindens if they ever dare to engage the crossbows. Here comes this push from Solas or DJPremier there, but he's going to have to turn around as he's being picked up as Mirkwoods. Doesn't want to engage there at the moment. I'm not sure why though, as he does have the advantage with the pikes and the superior force there. Could potentially use the Wizard Blast from Saruman on those Lindens and get them scared away. But here comes Solas trying to push back in on this retreat. A wall hub going up from that builder to protect him as that farm Malentry is going to start to go down. DJPremier going to push on the north side as well with the army that he was building. Sharku there in the front, and then Homeground Stance not really doing anything. needs to be engaging, taking out these Linden Horse Archers. And actually, as you can hear there, Golem dying immediately and those pikes taking him down. But there is going to be, I think, a Tom Bombadil summon. I think I heard him. I'm not sure though. Actually, no Tom Bombadil summon. I just imagine hearing that. Glorfindel going to have Blade of Parity, but he's going to get taken out there. Saruman is going to be up to level 2. Does have the Fireball ability. Might want to use it on those. Might want to save it actually for the Linden Horse Archers, as they're delivered in the Lancers will be trampling those crossbows before engaging the pikes with the ring there. DJPremier might want to pull that ring back home before he gets it into the hands of Solas. And now, in a 1v1, you will not likely see a ring hero, but it is always better to pull the ring back home and take it in your fortress and ensure that your opponent can't get it, than rather give it to your opponent and hope that he doesn't get a huge, overwhelming surplus of resources there. Lurtz actually not in the field at the moment. I don't see him there. I think he might have fallen in that engagement over there, as there was Glorfindel did sneak and go in front. It might have been why he ran in front. It was just to take out the units there. An Eagle Summon now from Maddie, or SSB, excuse me. I was getting my factions all mixed up, or the players all mixed up from the last cast. Eagle Summon from Solas now on Saruman there. And Solas not really going to be retreating, or DJPremier not really going to be retreating his Saruman back home, where he was safe. Going to use a Fireball, kind of a waste I think of these Eagles, not really able to do any more damage and not able to take out the Eagles. And I think he is going to go down to all these Eagles actually. I've never really seen a hero just get completely mauled by all Eagles completely there. Hallier now has the ring, going to be pushing out the middle there, but however surrounded by all these Isengard troops, might want to retreat there. And actually, here comes the Linden Horse Archers. They're going to be pushing up the southern side of the southwestern side of the river there. Kind of, I guess, taking up position there to protect these Rivendell Lancers so they can take out all these furnaces here. Lurtz back on the field, as you can see. He is not quite level 6. At level 8, he will get that pillage ability, which will be useful for him. As Isengard Eco, once it gets to the late game, is very hard to stop. A level 2 siege works there for DJPremier. However, there is Sharku there, taking a lot of damage from the Linden Horse Archers, and I think he might just go down. However, he does have a splash, and with all those Linden Horse Archers clumped, Solas will lose the majority of them actually. And that's going to be a huge blow. He needs to snowball those, and he just lost, I believe. Actually, he's going to maintain most of the battalions, but he will lose the majority of the units. I think he did have one other battalion in there, but he will lose it to Sharku there. 2 Rivendell Lancers now out for Solas as well. As you can see from the powers, DJPremier does have that Creep and War Team we talked about. Does have that Devastation level 10 power point, as well as the level 10 Tainted Land, which is the Tainted Land buff, as well as the Earn Resources for Kills ability. He also has the 15 power point Watcher ability on standby, so we can use it on this army right over here. Actually, would be a good choice. Take out all these Linden Horse Archers and completely end the snowball for Solas. He does have 1,300 resources and 230 out of 625, so he has basically no units on the field really. He needs to do something about that, and he will do something about his army. Use the Watcher on all these Linden Horse Archers. I think, however, actually, I think all 3 battalions are going to completely be destroyed there. So Noldors, however, on the field for Solas, they're going to outrange the Watcher. But at what point and purpose is just to attack that summon unit. If he doesn't really need to, he can just go around it and attack. Actually, Lurtz over there. Lurtz is power taking damage. I'm not sure what from. Excuse me, I had a burp there. I'm not sure if you hear that. Was a quite loud one. But Mirkwood, I think we're actually focused on Lurtz over there, and he will be able to retreat back to the fort and be safe. Ballista's, however, with a ring and taken out by these Noldors there. Solas, however, with the power points, does have that far side ability, as well as the Relic Claw and Heal, all 3 5s, as well as 2 10s, the Enshrouding Mist debuff that we talked about, as well as the Elven Wood, which does is a level 10 power point land buff, which does also grant the units immunity to fear with that buff, that power. As well as the Eagle Summon that we did see. He has 10 power points, 1,000 resources, and 503 out of 985. So actually now it's Solas with the advantage in terms of unit capacity. DJPremier with only 625, but Solas with 1,000. He is completely capped. He cannot get any more capacity for his units by building more Malorn trees, as he has this southern side completely dotted with them, as well as just expanding up to the northern side of the river there now. The Sharku and the boys are going to be sneaking around here. However, with the ring on one of them, he's not really going to be able to keep it secret. Might want to take that ring back to the fort, if not to secure the ring, but just to make sure that his opponent does not give a early warning as to whatever those Warg Riders may do. There is the iron plating up on the fortress there for the fortress of DJPremier. Could potentially see the wizard tower come in here. As you can see there, it was a wizard blast. This was the fireball being used recently for Saruman up to level 4. Might want to work down this level 4 Merfolk battalion here, as they are not cheap, and as well as they are level 8-4. I think it's going to be Lurch is going to be able to finish picking them off there. Might want to finish off that battalion before they can start regenning. Level 2 Linden Horse Archer battalion going to survive. I think it is did survive. The watch over there is the Soul Survivor battalion there. The Axis of Noldor is going to be balls deep. Not really going to be able to be safe here, as there's the cavalry just hunting them down. There is the end summon though, up in the northern side of DJPremier's base. Going to try and finish off this level 2 siege works, and they will get that, as well as a newly built lumber mill there. However, there are pikes there, and a tiny landing going to be going down for these pikes. These pikes going to the defensive to protect themselves, going into hold ground stance to defend themselves from the Merc was there, but they are not really able then to serve their purpose and finish off the Ents over here. The Ents going to really go unopposed there. I think actually those Noldors are going to be surviving, as there are now 3 battalions for Solas there. Glorfindel with later period, he's going to take out Lurch over there, go up almost level 5 there. Some wild are going to be summoned in. They're excellent for taking out these Ents, as the axe throwers do deal bonus damage versus Ents. I don't see Haldir on the field. Where is Haldir for Solas? I think he might have lost it, but Glorfindel is going to be on his horse once again, be riding around trying to do some harass. A builder for DJPremier might be able to be picked off by Solas. I'm not sure if he's going to find it though. And actually, Solas now kind of just securing the middle of the river here, as well as the Noldors are able to just outrange anything Solas or DJPremier can throw at him. DJPremier will have the ballista firing on those Noldors, however, and a fireball going down, taking out an entire Noldor battalion. And I think he's going to go and trying to get the ring down, maybe go for a wizard blast with these Noldors. However, that is an entire Noldor battalion down for Solas there, so we'll have to rebuild it. This Malentry that was attempted to get taken down is going to be up to level 3. This one that almost died at the beginning of the game is up at level 3, as well as this one is almost level 3. So Solas has not lost any of his base farms throughout this entire game. Very good farm retention by him. As I cannot say I would have done the same there. I would have quite easily probably have lost. Saruman gonna use his Wizard Blast, take out all those Noldors, I believe there. But he will die in the process. However, I think that is worth, as those Noldors each are 1,200, I believe. 1,152 with the statue there. But all 3 of them gonna be at over 3,000 resources, whereas he is 3,000 resources to start with. So rebuilding him will be cheaper than that. He will, however, take longer to get in the field, as he was at the level 4, I believe. Or I think actually with the Wizard Blast he did level up right before he died. So he will be, I think, level 5 when he comes back out. Glorfindel up to level 5 now. At level 6 he will gain that Windrunner ability, which will give him that 40% speed and 100% armor, and be able to glide past enemies like the Wind mounted. I'm not sure exactly what that description means. Does it mean he's fast? Or maybe he's just able to not really engage them. Like, I guess when he walks through pikes he doesn't take any pike damage. I will look into that, because I'm not sure what that description means. I've never seen that before. These pikes are trying to take out the Mythlons before they can get to these siege ballistas here. They are going to be in aggressive stance. Might want to throw them into defensive stance to protect them from these Mythlons. However, the pike's going to be able to finish them off. Crossbows now, 3 battalions going to work on these Mirkwoods and take them out. And the ring once again dropped from the field, not being secured by any enemy or any player here. Level 3 Lorien Archer battalion here, not really going to... okay, it is going to get auto-targeted by that siege ballista there. There's going to be Glorfindel pinned there, and Lursk is going to run in there. Karn is not active though, but he's going to try and work down Glorfindel. However, Glorfindel does have a heal on him. It is going to be thrown down. Or there was a heal from Solas thrown down on Glorfindel, and he is unable to, as well as he also did have that cripple wear off, so he will be able to flee now. The Mythlons, however, are going to work down this farm, or this furnace, and going to have to engage, however. A lot of crossbows and pikes here. A lot of crossbows and some pikes there. I do believe that DJPremier still has that forward blades ability, but it does not have the heavy armor ability or the banner carries ability, so I might want to invest in some of those as well. However, with the loss of his siege works there, he's going to have to spend money and invest energy there rebuilding that, as well as rebuilding, I believe, another Urk pit. So he will not really be able to, I guess, afford Solas. Now, as you saw, that he does have an summon. Actually, he has the Eagle ally on standby again. He's 11 power points, so I think he's saving up for his 25 power point. With two of those 15 power points, he can go for either Sunflare or Flood. Both are very effective at ending your enemy's army there. He has 1,000 resources, 1,200, and 500 out of 85, so he can still support a massive army. Look at all these armies here. Look at all these Malorn trees on the field here for him. DJPremier, however, 15 power points, can go for another 15. Might be saving for that Dragon Strike, I believe. Actually, I think it's the Summon Dragon. I can't remember which side of the power tree he went down. I know the Watcher. Actually, I can't remember which side the Watcher is in, but I might be going for that Summon Dragon or the Dragon Strike power. Actually, upgrade on these Riven Lances is going to be a Regian Forge for Solas there. He has to have the Elven Armor as well as the Resort Forge Blades. Might want to invest in those Silverthorn Arrows, however, that is very costly at the moment. DJPremier, however, I think he is unable to really afford much at the moment. Does have, however, he did purchase that Fuel the Fire's power instead of going for this 15 power point, the 25 power points, and he will be getting that additional 80% resources from his lumber mills. And with the level 3 lumber mill here, that is going to be an incredible boost. Solas does have 1,300 resources, so he can afford to go to those Silverthorn Arrows. I'm not sure if he's going to invest in it though, but I think it might be a good choice. However, he does not have much in the way of Linden Horse Archers. That did get snuffed out, so he will not be able to really put them on those units, and he doesn't have much in the way of Merkwoods actually. He's going really more for the Rivendell Lancer spam to go and harass. Does have some upgrade Mythlons in the north here. They do have the ring, but Lurch is going to start picking them off, and once again, nope, neither player really securing the ring here. As these Noldors are going to outrange, and as long as outrange the opponent here and go for that farm, as well as the Mythlons now getting their upgrades on them. I believe Haldir, I almost said to Waldar there, is up to level 7. He does have that leadership ability, which is at level 6. At level 10, he will have that golden arrow ability, which will do a high damage attack to, I'm not sure if it's an AoE attack or if it's a single unit attack, but it does stun enemy units as well. There's going to be a wildness going on all those Noldors there, and DJPremier are going to try and snuff out these Noldors once again, keep Solas from being able to reproduce them. Here is some pikes, Urk pikemen for DJPremier on the southern side of the river. Got the Forge Blade upgrade so they can do that bonus damage. They're going to try and go for, I think, the builder right here would be a good choice. Stop this expansion from Solas here, potentially. I think they are going to get him right there. However, Solas not really being molested in the northern side of the river, as he is right up next to the base here, I think, of DJPremier. Actually, the base of DJPremier gonna get pushed in, and I didn't see it there, but I'm not sure if that was the fort going down, but I believe it actually might have been him quitting out. So DJPremier will go down there to Solas. Solas, once again, on our channel at least, maintaining a 2-0 record here against DJPremier. DJPremier, I think he played really well as Isengard there. I'm not sure what he did wrong or didn't very well do. He did manage to stop that snowball of Lindens from Solas, which I think was the right choice there. He used the Watcher there, took them all out, and the Lindens were once again off of the field, and Solas just abandoned the strategy, went instead for the harass from the Rivendell Lancers there, as well as the Noldors. I think he might have wanted to not leave his Saruman there to die to those Eagles. He left him there with all his units left. He would have kept taking damage as he fled, but he might have been able to get home and then taking out these Eagles with the crossbows that were spawning out at that exact moment. So I think maybe that was the next mistake here, was that he didn't pull his Saruman home when he should have. A great game there. I really enjoyed watching that. I always like watching Elves when it's not just the aids camping, when you go for a different strategy like the Lancer start, and then going to the, spacing here for a second, the Linden Horse Archers. It was very good play though by DJPremier. Once again, I want to marvel at the way he was able to take them out and force Solas to go for a different strategy there. So well played DJPremier for that, just end his opponent's strategy and keep him from being able to build up that snowball. well played to both players. I will see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, so I will be seeing you then with the first game of the finals. I can't wait to do that. That is going to be so much fun to just watch the finals of a Stonewayne Canyon tournament. It's been a while since I've seen any Stonewayne tournaments happening, so I'm really excited to see that, and I can't wait to do so. I hope y'all enjoyed this video and that you'll like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and y'all will share this video around. Let people know that there's another caster around. There are casters I know for this game, but I'm seeing a lot of them. Some of them have stopped. Some of them do more of a live commentary type casting, and so I want to let people know that there is a replay caster back in town. I haven't really seen much of that, as our previous one, the Destroyer, did start going from mostly just streaming. You also go check him out, actually, the Destroyer 100 or Destroyer 001, as you James Bond would say. So yeah, I do have that. He's one of my featured channels on my channel, so you also go check that out if you haven't already. And I hope y'all will tune in tomorrow for the beginning of the finals, and I will see y'all then. Have a great day. Looking forward to it.